parents were both musicians, and it gave me a strong start into the world of ballet because ballet fundamentally is music expressed in movement. My name is Joseph Warton, and I am 12 years old. I started dancing at OBT when I was 4 or 5 because of my mother, who brought me to a ballet show when I was 2. She said that my eyes were glued open the entire 3 hours and immediately sent me to the ballet school. It was a weekly joy for me to enter that class. It taught me the words and vocabulary that go along with ballet, French words such as chassé or tendu. We were not allowed to talk during the full 1 hour of class, and classes were 3 times a week. I knew then that it would have to be a lifelong commitment from here on out, and I would really have to get my act together.
1, jump, 2, beat 3, stretch, 4, fondue, 1, knee back, 2, stomach in, Milana, and stretch your arm, Gracie, and to the back, jeté, 5, 6, 7.
The bar was very difficult and very exciting for me. I started doing a lot of new moves and really getting new muscles. In level 4 was when I started to open up more freely and dance and do pirouettes and such more difficult moves. Now I am in level 5, which has been the hardest of all so far, as you can imagine. Now we are really concentrating on opening up and freely dancing along with all the discipline and strength of the earlier levels. The teacher, Damara Bennett, has sometimes described this place as the school of ballet and etiquette. During class, every student is expected to be on their best behavior. No picking noses, no yawning, no looking at the clock. It's all very disciplined. When I once accidentally brought in gum, she almost killed me in the middle of class. Ballet, as Damara Bennett put it, is the school of dance and etiquette. It has really taught me how to be polite and just a nicer person. The School of Oregon Ballet Theater has completely immersed me, as far as I know, in the art of a true ballet. Because not only does it give us rehearsals in the same room as company members and really advanced ballet dancers, but we also get to perform with them on stage with lights and costumes and the whole shebang. It's really an amazing experience every show. Since we were young children, our teachers have been teaching us in a very special way. They say the combination. It's a combination we don't know what it is, and we have to memorize it in maybe a minute or less. And then we do the combination right away to the music with the beats, and we have to be technically correct. This kind of mental training is very useful because in the later years when we have to learn very, very long parts, like 5 minutes of counts of 8. That can be, 160 counts of 8? That's a lot to remember, especially when every count holds a movement. I have met very few ballet dancers who haven't gotten straight A's at school. Sometimes I get the, wait, isn't ballet super weak and flimsy, and how come you're so smart even if you're a ballet dancer? And I find it very hard to educate people on the subject of ballet because there's a lot of social bias. Usually the fact that it's not sports and that the aspect of beauty in it and that it's an art, and people don't usually consider art to be very physical. But if you've ever been in a ballet class with the windows completely fogged up and the temperature at 80 degrees, even with no air conditioning, you would understand that it's almost more physical than most sports. Damara sometimes asks, there are ingredients in making a cake: eggs, flour, milk. What are the ingredients of a ballet dancer? And all the students raise their hands. It usually consists of stuff like straight knees, good popo, good stomachs, but you can tell that she's really looking for stuff like good attention span, smart, quick thinking, and being able to work very, very hard for long, extended periods of time. You can't just have a good body and be able to be a good ballet dancer. You have to also be able to work hard for a long time and be smart. Some dancers are obviously stronger in their technique, but there are some that just have a life to them that makes them seem a lot better, even than the people who have good technique. It has to do a lot with how they express themselves, because ballet is an art, and it's about expression in the form of movement. In the future, I'm planning on staying at OBT for sure. OBT is just such a great school, and I have looked at other ballet schools before, but none of them really compared to what I have found at OBT. One day, I hope to dance in the company of Oregon Ballet Theater. It would be a great honor.